morning.
Morning.
But to us, good evening.
Yeah.
This
Don't
is-
normally do these nighttime episodes.
Nah.
They usually don't work.
Not really, no.
Because we've had so many conversations with so many different people throughout the day, we just run out of things to talk about. At the end of the day, you just want to,
Well,
crash.
today, I really haven't.
I haven't really either, but still, it's hard.
Yeah, that is true.
It is a challenge.
It's dark outside, it's cold, muddy, depressing.
It was muddy getting up this hill.
It was. Steve had to pick me up at the bottom of the hill because apparently mud is worse than
The snow
ice.
is slicker right now with the mud than it is with the snow.
Right.
The driveway's the worst with the ice.
Yeah.
But then it goes mud, then snow. That's the order of operations.
Right. And I went for a run earlier, and I don't usually run in the cold, but when I do, I have a hellacious cough, so that was probably a bad idea of me to do that because we're, doing the podcast. We'll be coughing.
I actually had a weird experience at the gym today. I had to put a buddy on speed dial. I had to text Dylan, and I said, "Hey, man, if I pass out, you're going to have to take me to the hospital because I'm not paying the ambulance bill."
Why you feel like you were
I started hallucinating. I don't know what caused that, but I was listening, my music that screams at me.
Oh,
what
I
I
was about to say, was it? Okay.
I was listening to music, and it was screaming at me, and I noticed I was sweating more than normal.
Right.
And, this metal music's in my ear screaming at me, and I have to take them out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I thought I was going to pass out.
It's like a seance.
Yeah, it was similar to my experience, last year at work.
Oh, yeah.
When I got
God.
real sweaty.
Yeah. I was, gone somewhere.
Yeah, you
and
were
then
gone, and then I was in the back of an ambulance.
Yeah, you just send a snap of, your
My
fucking
feet.
boots.
Yeah, my feet. Yeah. So it wasn't close to that experience. I didn't feel the same symptoms, but I started hallucinating a little bit.
Right.
And I had to cut my lift short, which sucked because it was going pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Dylan had to be on ambulance alert. He was going to be the ambulance. I was not paying for that motherfucker.
Do I need to pee up, buddy?
I got my ambulance bill. That
God.
time out $20,000.
Oh, what?
I didn't have to pay it.
I know, but still.
$20,000. Well, that's healthcare in America.
I know, but
That's healthcare in America, pal.
Christ.
Anytime we make fun of the British, their horrible food choices. The fish and chips with gravy and peas.
Yeah.
All they have to do is say, "Your healthcare sucks," and they got us. They don't
is
have
true.
to pay for any of that shit.
$20,000. $20,000.
$20,000. It was on the bill.
For a ride in the ambulance.
Cole wants to say
What's
something.
up?
What is it?
They're still 2-2 against us.
In combat? Yes, they are. War of 1812.
Oh, okay.
Revolutionary War. Thanks for that, Cole. Thanks for that statistic.
Oh my
He
God.
put his hand up like he was in class.
He did. Wow.
Well, that's what happened to me today, and that's what happened to you today.
Wait a second. Hang on.
USA. Where did you get that? Is that a headband or a mask?
It's a headband.
I thought it was like a gator because my dad wears an American flag gator every day.
No.
Yes he does. Yes he does.
I bought this today at Dollar General because I used to wear headbands when I go for a run, and I couldn't find them. So, I guess with my hair growing out, and I saw this, I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna get an American flag.
What's so weird now about buying American flag stuff?
Because it feels like, oh, he's racist.
Isn't that so strange?
God.
Isn't that strange?
You know what?
You know what? Put it on. Got the stars on the forehead.
Yes.
Stripes going on in the back. It's so strange. And Tim Dillon and Andrew Schultz talked about that today.
Oh, really?
They were especially talking about Americans abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they travel, it's like wherever they go, they apologize for being American. It's like, we're sorry.
Yeah.
He's like, what happened to American swagger and confidence.
Right. It's irrelevant now.
Yes, and like you said, I have a buddy, and he liked to tweet once, and he's a smart guy.
Mm-hmm.
But the tweet said, I remember this very clearly, and he said, the tweet said, if I see you with an American flag on your porch, I'm going to assume you're racist. I was like, damn it, man.
God.
Damn it.
That's like that teacher we talked about where she took the American flag down out of her classroom and put the gay pride flag on. And she was like, I was offended by the American flag. Are you kidding me? Oh. Get out of America, you bitch.
I'm not going to tell people to do that. There are certainly worse places you could be. But yeah, it's just so strange. And I don't know if this is... It could have been happening before, the Make America Great Again.
Yeah.
We could have used that slogan for anything. And this motherfucker, Donald Trump, hijacks it.
Yeah.
For his movement.
And makes it his own. Wasn't it Ronald Reagan that created the term?
Make America Great Again?
Yeah. Was it Ronald Reagan?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Hang on.
I don't know a lot about Reagan. Even though there's a love affair with the right, they love Reagan.
Right.
And I'm not so sure that's warranted.
Yep, it was first used by Ronald Reagan during the 1980 presidential campaign.
See, there's something there.
Fuck yeah.
Ronald Reagan, there probably hasn't been a great conservative president since Eisenhower.
Wow.
That was in the 50s. There probably hasn't been a good Democratic president since the 60s, and you know who I'm talking about. The one who got his brains blown out.
Exactly. That was another thing I wanted to bring up. I'm going to buy a poster of Kennedy and put it on the wall.
Yeah, that's probably the last, I would say, good Democratic president, and the last good GOP president was probably Eisenhower in the 50s.
Who's the worst president in your opinion?
Of all time?
Yeah.
It's simple. It's George W. Bush. I can't, to this day, I can't tell if he was evil or retarded.
Right. He's so likable now, though.
Why? Because he hangs out with Ellen? Is she likable?
Fuck.
She treats her employees terribly.
God. Jesus.
Or because him and Michelle Obama share mints.
I think it's just because the once presidents
leave. They're not in your life every day like the
they're
one
not,
currently.
And they're old,
yes.
And they're just happy.
So like Jimmy Carter. He's frail old peanut farmer from Georgia. He was a horrible president.
Right.
I don't really hold it against him. He's a Braves fan.
Okay.
And I wasn't alive then.
Right.
So I get it, but George Bush put us in some pretty terrible spots.
Yeah.
And when I say I don't know if he was evil or retarded, the evil part I don't know, because I think a lot of it was Dick Cheney and people in the administration.
Yeah. Well, Biden's putting us in some shit.
And when he's gone, we'll probably forgive him for some things. Donald Trump.
He might die in his term.
He's not going to die. He's going to run again, people. Joe Biden will run again. I don't care how old he is. FDR was in a wheelchair, pal.
Yeah, that is true. But he doesn't forget where he is.
Who else are they going to run? Hillary.
I hope not.
Tim Dillon put out a tweet. I always, cite Tim Dillon because I just think he makes hilarious points. They're not serious at all.
No.
He says a Trump and Hillary rematch in 2024 would mean that the nation is healing. Because that's where it all went. I think that's where it all went downhill. 2016.
Yeah.
We talked about how that's probably one of the worst years of all time.
But 2017 was one of my favorite years.
Yeah, but 2016 was pretty horrid. If we get back to that in 2024, we'll come full circle.
Right.
So, no, but George W. Bush is certainly the worst president of all time.
Right.
The best is obviously George Washington, the first.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another poster I want to get.
He literally won his first two elections. He would have won a third, but he said, We don't do kings here.
I'm gonna ride my horse in the fog and never come back.
He took the ship across the Delaware, frozen.
You remember that? You remember that photo back in first, second grade? It was like a photo of George Washington on his horse and just like a misty fog or whatever.
Yeah, who took that photo?
I don't know.
It was just a drawing.
Yeah.
It was a drawing.
Yeah.
It was in 1770s.
Yeah, drawing.
Yeah. Or 80s, actually. My bad.
Somebody just standing there
70s.
freezing, drawing.
Yeah, just walking with him, drawing
Yeah.
like a sketch artist in
Yeah.
a courtroom.
So long.
Yeah, how did we get on the president's talk? Well, I think it's appropriate.
America.
No. I think it's
Because
appropriate.
America's flag's racist.
February, President's Day.
Oh, it's in February. That's
Yes, one of my favorite holidays.
right. Okay.
To honor all the pieces of shit. If you here's a point. If you want to be the president of the United States, I'm going to assume you're a piece of shit.
Absolutely.
Who would want that? Who would want that?
They would.
What kind of narcissism?
It's
is there?
the most narcissistic person.
Oh, and it fits the bill.
Yes.
Donald Trump fits the bill, certainly. Barack
Yeah.
Obama
Yeah.
fits the bill.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get these families like the Bushes. You know, you got to keep the lineage going.
Clintons.
Clintons. And Biden, you know, he's a 40-year career politician. He's been in politics 40 years. What's the ultimate goal in politics? You ever watch House of Cards?
World power.
What was his goal at the end? To be the president. And he did. In House of Cards, Frank Underwood did everything he could to become president.
Kill?
Oh, yes.
I never watched it.
That was a good show.
Yeah.
Until Kevin Spacey, you know, got canceled.
Yeah.
And that is that's a part of cancel culture I agree with.
Yeah. Watch, I'm gonna get canceled just because I'm wearing an American flag headband.
Nah, we won't let that happen. I'll give you a pass.
Hell no.
America.
Fuck
President's Day. We also just came off a fantastic holiday. Groundhog Day was the other day. Puxatawny, he just sees his shadow every single time. Why
Every
can't he
time.
turn around and lie to us?
How old is that fucking groundhog?
Groundhogs don't live very long. Look up the life expectancy of a groundhog.
I'll probably get multiple. I'll probably he's like the 10th or so.
Oh, it's probably a lineage. Puxatawny Phil is the one that we use for reference of how long our winters last.
Up to 6 years?
Yeah.
In captivity, groundhogs reportedly live up to 14 years.
So if they're taken care of.
Yeah.
I don't know how old Puxatawny Phil is. I just find it so funny. In a country where we talk about follow the science. Follow the science.
The logic.
We're following the verdict of a fucking groundhog on how many more weeks of winter there are.
Yeah.
That's so. That's American. We listen to a groundhog.
I can't remember where I heard this, but some famous guy said Twitter is a bad, I guess a bad thing because that gives everybody the right to say whatever they want. And the guy said not everybody deserves to have that freedom to talk about stupid shit.
Well, unfortunately, there is an amendment
Yeah.
that provides anyone to say whatever they want.
So there is a
So is
slippery
anybody-
slope in America.
Of course.
Yeah.
You see somebody tweet and you're like, delete your account.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting at. I'm like,
Yeah, it's kind of how I feel about content creators. I saw so many tripods in the gym today,
oh wow.
and I'm like, good God, there's no way this person cares about this guy's progress in the gym. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Not everybody's built to be a content creator. Not everybody's built to tweet.
Right. Not everybody's built a podcast, but we are.
Yes. See, that's what I'm saying. Not everybody's meant to be a content creator, and we're in a content creator economy now.
Yeah.
You know, we're a part of a small fraternity.
Mm-hmm.
Podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
There's also, the Instagram and TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok, I can't.
We're pretty balling on TikTok though.
As long as I don't see it, that's fine. As long as I don't see the TikTok, I'm fine with it.
Right.
I just wish we'd get more creative than dance moves.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do people get rich off those dance moves?
You gotta look attractive.
Okay.
Um.
That's why they use the younger girls.
Yeah.
Because people are pervs.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
My TikTok consists of
Your algorithm.
my algorithm of cooking, comedians. What else? Scary shit. And that's about it.
So no young girls come up dancing on your TikToks.
I try to avoid that at all costs.
Okay.
And when it appears,
Okay. My Instagram algorithm got real good toward the end. I have an Instagram account, but I don't have the app on my phone, so I don't see it.
tickle bitties. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, a lot of that. A lot of golf.
Okay, boring.
No,
Just kidding.
Not at all. A lot of fitness,
Okay.
new exercises.
That's another thing on my TikTok.
Not a lot of new exercises you can learn. You know what's so weird? I've been noticing people doing the same exercise in the gym, and it's kind of new.
What is it?
They take the cable machine and they're on their knee and they pull it down.
I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah, everyone's in the gym doing it because of TikTok or Instagram.
See, that I will give the TikTok some credit because you can discover some interesting stuff to, adapt into your life.
I had no idea. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
After I saw the third person do it,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know where they got that.
Because, when TikTok came out, all it was dance stuff. I mean, that's all I would see. That's all I'm sure you would see.
That's why I never got the appeal to it.
And, yeah. And then when I, started watching them, I was like, okay, there's more to it. And then the algorithm can change fast, too.
And then it turns into like an explore page on an Instagram.
Yeah.
Which I spent more time on an explore page on Instagram than I did on a freaking, a timeline.
I did, too, yeah.
I mean, I don't care about people's kids.
Right. I want to see some titties.
Shout out to all the moms out there. But did you notice something in Blacksburg, or not in Blacksburg, at Panda Apple's Pond this week?
I noticed that the sign was wrong.
Okay. They have signs pointing the wrong fucking direction.
Yeah.
They took them down today.
Oh, okay.
It took about a week. They were pointing toward Panda Apple's Pond as Caldwell Fields.
Right.
I was like, I forgot to mention it to people at work. Like, did anybody see this?
Yeah. Who was it? A coworker of mine said that, or she showed me the picture of the sign or whatever. I was like, that's not the direction where I went to investigate the murders.
No. And what they did, they took the signs down and put cones up. And I was like, well, why don't you take that sign and put it there? Like, that's all they had. They could have done that in one day.
Yeah.
But now there's no signs, there's cones.
Right.
So they're probably going to put the signs back, but I was like, can't you do that in the same day?
America.
I was like, couldn't they get a local? Like, when they put those up, to be like,
Yeah.
no, this sign belongs on the other side of the road.
I thought there was always signs.
No. Nothing like that. They must be getting a lot of traction. A lot of, I wouldn't say tourists. I mean, it's not a big tourist destination.
This Cryptic Files podcast, I want to check out this Caldwell Fields place.
You don't want to check out Caldwell Fields.
No, you don't. When I went up there, I was like, this doesn't feel right. I'm going to be honest. I got there, it was quiet. It just felt like somebody was
it's
just...
quiet. No one goes there anymore.
Exactly. But I'm just standing there. It's dead silence.
Yeah.
And it feels like somebody's just watching you through a scope.
Well, there probably is, because I think, didn't they get shot by a hunting rifle?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they probably are looking at you through a scope.
Yeah.
And if you're a college kid at Virginia Tech and you decide to go camping there, you need to do a history lesson.
And don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where that one guy took that young girl.
God. I was going to do an episode on that one.
I forgot their name.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit that's
what's
happened
weird?
up there.
I don't remember the murderer. I don't remember the little girl. I remember the accomplice. I think her name was Natalie Keepers. Yeah. That's weird. I remember the accomplice, but not the person who was killed or the killer.
Caldwell Field.
Is that where he killed her? Is
Gravel?
this a touchy subject? I mean,
Nicole Lovell. That was her name.
Oh, the young girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to do it.
Yeah, don't mention the killer's name. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to do a whole series on that area, but then it just got so fucking sketchy.
Yeah, I won't go there.
Got that phone call I got.
You're talking to a guy who wants to be, like, haunted. I want to be haunted. I don't want to be killed.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, spooky destinations, you could make a list.
Yeah.
And I'd go to all of them except for Caldwell Fields because I don't want to get killed.
That's
I want to be
why.
haunted.
That's why I kind of took a hiatus on that podcast, because it was getting so fucking dark, and I was getting calls and messages from crazy people.
Yeah, that's a crazy world.
Yeah.
People are into that stuff.
Freaking Craig County. The things I've heard about Craig County. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of people there.
Not people I don't want to meet.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Jesus.
It's very beautiful.
I've
I
been
went
up
there
there
recently.
I went there during the night years ago, and just because I was told, some crazy history about it, and they're like, let's go drive around. And yeah, we saw some shit, and I don't want to go back there.
Yeah, I don't want to ever go north on 42, the road. It's not a highway, 42. I don't want to go north.
God.
There's nothing there.
So what else happened? What else happened this week for you?
For me, personally,
Yeah.
nothing. Very basic week. We got a lot to look forward to.
Is that right?
I do. I'm a sports fan, Daddy.
Yeah.
Olympics?
When is that?
Winter Olympics started today, son.
That's right. I thought it was today or...
I was watching the U.S. women's hockey team. Put the hurt on the Finns.
The Finns.
Finland, yeah. The Finns.
Did the Mighty Ducks... Okay.
That's off topic, but yeah.
Yeah.
The Mighty Ducks, yeah.
Did they get their name from the movie? Or did the movie
Are you
get
talking
the
about
name...
the Anaheim Ducks, the hockey franchise?
Miami Ducks. Not
The Anaheim Ducks.
Okay.
The
Mighty
NHL
Ducks.
team. There's an NHL team called the Ducks.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Mighty Ducks got their name from them.
Okay. I didn't know if it was that or the other way around.
I don't think the Anaheim Ducks are going to name their franchise after
A movie.
a kids hockey team.
Did you ever watch those movies?
Yeah.
God, they
Remember
were
that
good.
guy was a drug addict?
Hold on, I was going to look that up.
I forgot his character in the movie. It's been a while, folks.
He always reminded me of Joey Diaz, that kid.
Yeah, a little fat.
Yeah. For whatever
Latino
reason,
guy?
every time I
Yeah.
saw Joey Diaz before I actually knew him, because I seen him in he was side characters in movies. I was like, he reminds me of the Mighty Ducks kid.
Yeah, who was a crack addict.
Yes. What is his name?
Yes, that's Joey Diaz as a child. Yeah, that's him.
Sean
Weiss. Sean Weiss.
Checks into rehab after arrest. Let me look up a before and
Sean
after.
Weiss needs to be at that weight.
He does.
Whatever weight is in this picture,
Yes.
he needs to be at that weight. See, look at his face now. It's full again.
Yes.
His face is full again.
God, he looks
He looked-
completely
He
different.
looked awful. back in the
Jesus
day.
Christ, he looks like a 70-year-old in
Thank
that
God
photo.
for recovery. That's what drugs do to you.
Yeah. I saw a before and after photo of Amy Winehouse. Jesus Christ.
That's one person I don't know enough about. She seems interesting.
I
Was
liked
she a
her
27 clubber?
music. I think so.
God,
Look at this.
I turned 27 in 2 years.
I turned 27 this year.
Look at Amy!
God.
Now, it's the one on the left of before.
Oh my God, I didn't see that.
Oh, that hurts me to see.
That gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, what it does to your body.
Oh, that's so sad.
Stick to weed, people, if you're going to do drugs.
Jesus. Yeah. Jesus Christ. This is the one that I
Don't
saw.
chase the dragon.
Look at that one.
Dude, she looks like she just got assaulted.
Yeah.
Are the YouTube people going to see some of these pictures?
I'll try to, let me,
Yeah, go ahead and screen cap those.
let me just,
Oh my God.
take a photo of that.
Yeah, folks, if you're listening and don't have, the opportunity to see what we're seeing, go ahead and check the YouTube.
Yeah, like and subscribe and share.
All those things, yeah.
My God.
Yeah, but the Olympics is happening at a weird time.
With, Russia?
Well, China. First off, let's get to China. These Olympics are scheduled many years in advance.
Yeah.
Well before coronavirus. It couldn't have happened at a better time for China. 2022, after what happened there in 2019.
Yeah.
This is China's chance. I'm speaking for the Chinese right here. This is their chance to say sorry and apologize to the world for coronavirus.
Because it is their fault.
Yes. And Vladimir Putin's doing a great job of fucking this all up.
Yeah. Scaring everybody, too.
The Chinese president is pissed. Like I told Matthew Gillespie, it's an Olympic year. Russia's invading somebody.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because in 2008 at the Summer Olympic Games in Beijing, the city it's in right now, I remember, this was 2008, I was 12 years old, I was watching the opening ceremony. I remember this vividly.
Mm-hmm.
Russia comes out, they pan to Putin, who is at the ceremony. Vladimir Putin's currently invading the country of Georgia. So he had a spotlight on him while his military was invading the country of Georgia.
Jesus Christ.
Another Olympic year, another Winter Olympic year, they invaded Ukraine and took the island of Crimea.
What is it? Crimea?
Crimea.
Crimea.
It is
Crimea River.
Crimea is a province of Ukraine that they took.
Right. Oh, I gotta show you fucking something.
Okay.
God, what is it?
That sounded urgent.
It was. It is. Who's the Russian boxers? I can't think of their name.
Which
The brothers.
Russian? There's so
Klitschko.
many. Klitschko? He's Ukrainian.
They're joining the army.
The Ukrainian army?
Yes.
No, pull that up. Vitaly and Vladimir Klitschko. Well, Vitaly is a politician in Ukraine.
Yes. Is Klitschko spelled with a K? Yes. Obviously. I swear to God. Enlist in the Ukraine's reserve army.
Holy shit.
God, Jesus.
What's his nickname? Dr. Iron Fist?
I can't remember. Former heavyweight boxer champ. Ah, shit. Vladimir Klitschko enlist in Ukraine's reserve army in Kiev on
Kiev. Yeah.
Kiev.
Yeah.
On Wednesday, saying that love for his country compelled him to defend it.
That sounds very similar to Pat Tillman. Remember what happened to Pat Tillman? He was a football player for the Arizona Cardinals, and he saw what happened on 9/11, and he joined the Army, and he died in Iraq.
Damn.
Of friendly fire.
Really?
His own guys accidentally killed him.
Mm.
There's still a whole...
Oh, I remember them talking about the whole thing with that fucking Colin Kaepernick guy.
And just think, we didn't even need to be over there.
Yeah. And he
He's
gets
one-
killed by
His own guys.
his own guys.
His own squad. Yes. That's so what Vladimir Klitschko is doing sounds like...
His
Pat
brother's
Tillman.
gonna
So
kill him.
hopefully-
His
so-
brother's gonna kill him.
Oh, could you imagine?
God.
Because his brother's always been the B side to
Yeah.
Vladimir's A side.
Yeah.
He finally gets his moment. Which one's married to Hayden Panettiere? Is it Vladimir?
Vladimir.
It's got to be Vladimir.
They're divorced now, but
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
I remember her cheering at his fights.
Yeah.
That's how I knew that.
The size difference was insane between them two. How
He's
tall
like
is he?
6'9".
Yeah.
He's about when I remember him fighting Tyson Fury in a horrible fight.
Oh
It
yeah.
was horrible. When Tyson Fury won the heavyweight title, I remember how tall he was, and he was about as tall as Tyson Fury, who's 6'9".
Yeah.
So he's probably about 6'8". Remember him and Joshua, Anthony Joshua? He knocked him down
Yeah.
and then got hit with the hardest uppercut I've ever seen thrown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that end the fight? I thought it was a
Yeah,
decision. Oh, okay.
That ended it. Yeah, that That'll end anybody. In fairness to Vladimir Klitschko.
Yeah.
But that's wild.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I saw that today. I was like, oh my God.
The president of China, Xi Jinping, is pissed. Because he's like, hey, this is our time to bring all these athletes into China and be like, hey, come on. Because they got to repair not their national image, their worldwide image. China has to. And this couldn't have happened at a better time, but then Vladimir Putin has got to be, he's doing his thing.
There's always something.
So he wants to invade the Ukraine. I don't know if he's using the Olympics as a distraction, but
It seems like past, experiences, he does do that.
Yes. But we've known that Russia's planning to invade the Ukraine since November. Well, they've always wanted to, but we knew it was ramping up around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And there seems to be a boiling point. It's coming close. I don't know if it'll be during the Olympics or a little after, but
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're going to see something happen there.
So what is your thoughts on Biden sending troops over?
Well, first off, it's not a big amount of troops.
Yeah, it was like 5,000.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
But just the thought of him just like, all right, let's go.
I don't like it.
Let's go.
I don't like it. I do not like it. But let's just say, let's throw it out there. Biden's doing pretty bad in his approval rating. What do Americans get behind?
War.
The problem is, we just got out of a war, and the overwhelming majority of people wanted out of Afghanistan. Now, our exit out of Afghanistan was messy, but the job
It had to be done.
Yes, we're out of Afghanistan. I don't think it would be a good time to go back to war. I think we're tired.
Especially with
I think we're tired.
Russia. Okay. This might be a dumb question.
Okay, and I might give you a dumb answer. I'm not a foreign policy expert. I know what's going on in places.
Well, this is just like a basic question. If World War III were to happen,
okay,
Russia or China allies, which one? I would say China.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen.
Right.
It would make more sense because we do so much trade with China. We get we export everything out of China.
Well, it's like China's everywhere.
Yes.
That's my only reason why I would think that.
You would want China, but you would not get China. Because you know who comes with China? North Korea.
Fuck it, let's have him.
No. You talking about
suicide bombers?
If you remember, here's a little history lesson. Who the Allies were in World War II. Winston Churchill from the United Kingdom.
Yeah. Do you like Winston Churchill?
Yeah, Churchill was interesting. He's a drunk.
Yeah.
He was a drunk.
I still want to watch that movie with Gary Oldman where he's Churchill.
Oh, yeah. And Joseph Stalin, who murdered his own people. They were
Stalin
allies.
was an evil motherfucker.
Yeah, they were allies. And then we turned around and had the Cold War.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were allies for a very brief amount of time. So it wouldn't be impossible. I probably shouldn't be speaking upon these things, neither one of us.
No.
Because we don't know enough. That'd be a question for our foreign policy expert, Matthew Gillespie.
Exactly.
If he wasn't in Africa, I guess that's what a chief foreign policy expert for a podcast does.
Yeah.
He travels the world
to
get intel.
To get information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll give him a pass.
Yeah.
But maybe go to Moscow next time.
Yeah.
Maybe go to Kiev.
Go to Shanghai.
Go to Beijing. Go catch a hockey game at the Olympics.
Yeah.
What's wild to me, and I posted a Snapchat story last night, Mike Tirico from NBC is interviewing these Chinese professors who came over from the U.S. They live in the U.S. But they were talking about Chinese, what these games mean for China. And he mentioned the Uyghur concentration camps on TV while he's in China. While he's in China. That was insane. Well, China denies it exists. And he's saying that while being in China. I was like, Mike Tirico, you're going to go missing.
Did that female ever, come back?
Ping. Yeah.
I mean, did
You
she
know what's
come
weird?
back?
She only comes back and talks to people on Zoom.
Oh, okay. So she's still, imprisoned.
Maybe, perhaps. That's what I would have told the Olympics, the Olympic Committee. If I was, in charge of things, I'd be like, "We're only coming to China if you show Ping She or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
You got to call her up for us to go.
Yeah.
You got to prove to us she's free."
Right.
Which would be weird because I would be asking for one tennis star while there's thousands of Muslim Uyghurs in Western China in concentration camps. It would make it seem like I care about the tennis player a little bit more.
Right.
But we're over there. We're doing a thing. No diplomats went in protest. Some countries are protesting it.
Yeah. Just take in what we said and think about where you are right now. If you're in America, then you should be appreciative that you got it good compared to fucking Russia, fucking Ukraine,
Yeah.
fucking China, and certainly fucking North Korea.
Oh God! Imagine if you were born in North Korea.
You wake up to bodies on the floor, probably.
Yes. They starve their own people to keep them weak. You can't eat.
No. All the food goes to, what's his
Fat
name?
ass.
Yeah.
Fat ass Kim Jong Un.
Yeah.
Remember he
About said Dong Young Kim.
Dong Young Kim, former UFC welterweight. Dong Young Kim. He was South Korean, by the way.
Yeah.
The good Korea.
All right.
I had some guy ask me. Some guy asked me this, and I was shocked. And then I realized, people don't pay attention. He said, "Where's that crazy dictator from? South Korea?" Come on! You gotta know North Korea. There, you gotta have.
How old is this person?
30s.
Okay, you're a fucking idiot.
I mean, read a magazine.
Jesus. You don't even have to do that. Just have a conversation with somebody.
Yeah, Google.
Yeah.
So where's that crazy dictator from?
What race would you be if you weren't white?
That's a great question. Black. I would be black. Because they are funny as hell.
Yeah.
Our buddy Smith says he was destined to be a black man.
I agree. Yeah.
I would be black, yes.
He's got a black ass.
Yeah. Not anymore. He's losing it.
Yeah.
I mean, if we see your crack, you don't have an ass.
Yeah.
If we see your crack, if we see your crack ever,
Because the cheeks aren't holding up the pants.
yes, that's my rule. If we see your crack, you do not have an ass. So, yeah, I would probably be black.
I think I would
and then next I'd probably be Latina.
I think I would be black or South Korean.
You'd be Asian.
Yeah.
But if you were born if you were an Asian country, you would like to be South Korean.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be Japanese.
I do like the Japanese culture. South Korea is just cool.
Yeah, it is cool. The good Korea.
Yeah.
No offense to, the North Korean people.
Yeah.
You really can't do much about your circumstances.
No. You probably not even hearing us right now.
You can't. Have you ever seen North Korea on a map where there's a certain map where they show the lights when it's dark, and you see South Korea right beside it, or right under it, and China right beside it, and then there's just dark.
Right.
So,
how good do you... I never hear South Korea's military. Because wouldn't you think...
South Korea has mandatory military service for everyone.
Oh, so kind of like... Israel.
Yeah. I remember...
Even the females in Israel.
Korean Zombie had to go serve in the military for 2 years. That's why he took a break.
Oh, he had to? I thought he wanted to.
You know how to get out of it? Mm-hmm. You win a gold medal at the Olympics. Or you win a medal.
Wow. Any medal?
Any medal. You can win bronze.
Hell.
You're out of it. If you don't do your service before you even go.
Damn, that's like impossible.
Yeah, there was a soccer player who had to achieve some sort of achievement in with his team or in his sport.
Yeah.
Or represent his team at an international level, like for the South Korean team. If he didn't achieve that, he would have had to do the mandatory military service, and it would have taken 2 years away from his prime.
God, like I said, America, Fuck yeah. Jesus Christ. But apparently...
When you're a small country like that,
yeah.
I guess you got to kind of get creative with...
Even Israel, like, females have to go and serve in the military.
I think it's the same for South Korea. I could be totally wrong. Matthew could be listening to this with a fist. Like clenched.
I'll explain
Steve,
Halo.
why didn't you consult me? I couldn't. I couldn't consult you because he put me on the spot. But yeah, that's what happens in South Korea.
Mm-hmm. Man,
this is a very international conversation we're having.
International, historic.
Olympics here. Shaun White in his 5th Olympics.
Is he in the Olympics this year?
His 5th. He's
Wow.
in his 40s.
Jeez, and it's like every 4 years, right?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Do the math.
I
can't do the math right now.
His first one was 2002. He was
Right.
probably like 16.
Dang.
So.
He cut off all his hair, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, you can't have that hair when you're old.
Right.
Come on. Even Carrot Top had to cut that hair.
Carrot Top still has long hair, though.
Well, he's cut it before.
Yeah.
How old is Shaun White?
35.
45?
35.
35? He's got another one in his... He's got another one.
He does. Yeah.
2026?
Nicknames: Future Boy, the animal, the egg, the flying tomato.
The flying tomato.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that interview on CNN he did after he won a medal in 2002? He, CNN, look up Shaun White CNN interview where he said he was going to go get drunk and then had to change his mind because he realized he was 16. Listen to this. I can't remember who the anchor was,
See if I can
but
find
like I recognize her. Is that a gold?
I think it is. Looks like a donut.
All right, if he's 35 now, that was 20 years ago. He was 15.
Jesus. All right,
Yeah.
will you play already? CNN website.
It's got to be on YouTube.
I'm talking about Mountain Dews, baby.
Yes.
Games and they were just so excited to see me. They're like, you have the gold, and I mean, I had unlimited like service after that. I was getting drinks and I was getting snacks, and I mean, I was taking photos in the back with all the students. It was fun.
Wait a minute, drinks? You're 19 years old.
Yeah, I'm talking about Mountain Dew, baby.
19. My bad, he was not 16. Getting a lot of things wrong here today.
Dang.
But yeah, the Olympics are going on. I'm a big stand for the Olympics. It's weird.
I would like to see Shaun White. Whenever
Yeah, me, Bush, and a few of the boys.
Is it scheduled?
Yeah, they'll be on at night on NBC.
I mean, is there like a... Do people know when he's actually going to be, performing?
Yeah, you can look that up online.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love watching. He does that. He does this move called the McTwist. I don't know what it is,
Right.
but Bush will be like, "Dude, he just did a McTwist." I'm like, "Is that a new drink at McDonald's?"
McTwist?
The McTwist.
That does sound like a drink from McDonald's.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? All right. What were we talking about?
The Olympics in China and
Yeah.
Russia and Ukraine and Klitschko and enlisting in the army. We went down rabbit holes. Who would we team up with in World War III?
What race would we be?
And what race would I be if I was not white? So, yeah, we've covered a lot of ground here. I'd like to bring it back down a notch.
Let's keep going. Let's see.
Well,
What
the
else?
Super Bowl's next week.
Dang, it's next
Who
week
was in the
already.
Super Bowl? Don't look it up.
Bengals?
Wow. He's got half of it.
Oh, God.
What city in the United States is the Bengals in?
I have no idea.
It's in Ohio.
Okay. Wow.
Do you not know?
They're going to the fucking Super Bowl, Ohio.
An Ohio team, a town which does a very broke town.
Am I crazy for saying that?
What?
That an Ohio team
No,
is going to
no,
Super
no,
Bowl.
you're not
Okay.
crazy. Because they're from Cincinnati.
It's like the Miami Dolphins right now going to the Super Bowl.
Miami's a big market, but
Yeah, but
Cincinnati.
skill-wise.
Cincinnati. Have you ever
Okay.
been like, damn, I want to go to Cincinnati and have a weekend in Cincinnati?
I've heard of it.
Cincinnati, if I had a map, it borders Kentucky and Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting a good crop of people.
Right.
And the Super Bowl was in Los Angeles, and the cheapest ticket is $5,000. How can a person from Cincinnati afford that? It's a drug-ridden city.
Yeah.
They're known for their chili.
The drug dealers are going to go.
They're going to sell a ton of heroin to Amy Winehouse Jr.
Let me think of the other team. Saints?
I'll give you a hint.
Is it Saints?
The team is from Los Angeles. There's 2 teams in Los Angeles.
God, why do they do that?
No. It was playing. It's not at a home stadium.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is at a home stadium, but it's not like a home game. We've had 2 straight Super Bowls where a team is playing in their own home stadium, and that's never happened. It's happened in the last 2 years.
Dang. I don't know.
You're not going to know any players I name either.
No.
No. I mean, you only know Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. Like that, yeah.
And Cam.
Michael Vick. Yeah, Cam Newton. Michael Vick.
Wherever he's at now.
Carolina.
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Rams. Okay. Yeah. That came.
And
That was in my
Cincinnati
mind.
Bengals, that's a fun little game. It's a fun little game.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have fun for it.
Tom
Chief-
Brady retired.
Tom Brady retired. That son of a bitch, Adam Schefter, who broke the story early, should be fired.
Yeah.
He should be fired. And we talk about cancel culture and how
What news outlet is he on?
ESPN. He should be fired.
Oh.
He should have been fired a long time ago. He's an insider for the NFL. He's not a writer.
Right. What's his name again?
Adam Schefter. Schefter is spelled with a S-C-H. He should have been fired. He was running stories by team owners to see if they were... Where was I going with that?
I don't know.
He
I don't know what you just said now.
was making it like he would run it by them
Yeah.
and see if it would publicly hurt them or not. Be like, hey, should I
Wow.
tone this down a little bit?
Wow.
Yeah, he was doing that. No journalistic integrity. And then he broke the Tom Brady news early just to be first. Remember we talking about Kobe's death?
Yeah.
All those news outlets trying to be first?
I remember that day exactly. I was sitting on Mom's couch with this laptop in my hand, and TMZ, Kobe Bryant's dead. I'm like,
Remember those news outlets were getting weird with it?
yeah,
By saying his whole family was in it?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you don't deserve to be a news outlet
Right.
when you're trying to be first.
yeah,
Get it correct, Adam Schefter.
yeah. That's the thing with these guys. They have to be first.
Tom Brady's greatest football player of all time, and you fucked up his retirement.
Yeah.
He fucked it up. It's
Yeah.
like, he retired, and then he's like, I haven't said anything about that.
Now Tom Brady's going to have to be like, I'll play for one more season.
Yeah, imagine him getting so pissed he plays a season out of spite
Mm-hmm.
and wins the Super Bowl.
Okay. This might be a little controversial. Have you seen Tom Brady with his kids?
Yeah. Kisses him on the lips.
Yeah. What do you think about
There's
that?
a certain age.
Yeah.
There's a certain age you gotta stop kissing them on the lips.
Yeah. How old is his kids?
Probably 10.
I think that's too old.
I think that's about 7 years too old.
Yeah.
I think when they go to pre-K, you stop kissing them on the lips.
Yeah.
That's just me. And I don't have a child or anything. That's just I'm putting myself in those shoes.
Yeah. I watched it was yesterday. I was watching a video of him on a Zoom meeting or whatever, and his daughter or whatever came up beside him, and she just started kissing him on his cheeks and stuff. And then he kissed her, and I'm just like, how old is she? And is this, weird, or is it just,
It's a little weird.
a dad? No.
Well, we have a buddy who's a dad to
Yeah.
a young boy, and he thinks it's weird. So
Yeah.
I will take his opinion
Right.
since I don't have a child of my own.
I'm not accusing him of anything.
No. It's just a little strange.
It's just, I mean,
Strange way to
every
parent.
time he
There's no
talks
right or-
about
there's
every
no-
time he talks about his dad, he cries. So
Yeah.
he's just a loving
Tom
guy,
Brady
I guess.
Sr.
Yeah.
His mom just battled cancer.
Yeah.
He got likable the older he got, because you
Yeah.
kind of respected how old he was doing the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
He got
His
cool.
face really changed over the
He got
years.
sm- he got
He got
thinner.
so thinner. Yeah.
He went backwards.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he went
Yeah.
backwards in aging. Yes.
44.
Yeah, you don't see NFL players really in their late 30s besides kickers.
Yeah.
because they just kick a
If I were
ball.
to play football, that would be my
Imagine
thing.
playing the most important position in your
God.
40s, winning a Super Bowl.
How many times? 6, 7?
7.
I think.
He
Yeah.
won 6 with New England and 1 with Tampa.
1, 2, 2002. 2000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep.
Yep.
Dang. What a savage.
Yeah, and I thought he was evil for many years.
Really?
Yeah, well, the Patriots, they're kind of shady
Yeah.
because they did that whole thing with the Spygate where they were spying on a Rams practice.
Yeah, I remember the 2017 Super Bowl. Was it against Seahawks? No.
2017 they lost to the Eagles. Seahawks came in like 15 or 14.
15.
Did they win 1 in 15? Yeah, that was against the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay. Was it? Because I remember in college, everybody was like, "Fuck the Patriots."
Probably 2017. He's lost 3.
Right.
So he's been to 10 Super Bowls in 22 years of playing. He's
Well-
been to almost half his career he spent in the Super Bowl.
When was this? It was the Panthers and Seahawks,
In a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
No,
or was it Patriots and
it was Patriots and Seahawks. Panthers played the Broncos.
Broncos? Yeah, that's right. Because it was Peyton Manning, right?
And Cam Newton, yeah.
Yeah.
That was Peyton Manning's last game.
Because my dad's like, he is the man.
Yeah. I remember being very
Alan Jackson, Peyton Manning, and Dale Earnhardt.
and Kevin Harvick.
And Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, but I remember being so upset about that because I wanted Cam to finally win or not finally. He's a young guy. but
Yeah, I mean,
to
that was
get
his prom.
because he had one of the greatest seasons I've ever seen, and I wanted him to hold the trophy at the end.
Yeah.
But this year's Super Bowl, the tickets are $5,000. The cheapest. I'm sorry, they're not averaging at $5,000. The cheapest is $5,000,
Right.
and there's a mask mandate.
Good luck with that. A football fan? Wearing a mask?
Try 80,000 football fans.
Yeah.
In one place.
I
And
don't
they
see
can-
that working.
All right. They asked. I was watching Inside Edition last night.
Mm-hmm.
That is not a bad news show.
Inside Edition?
They use clips from all kinds of different medias, and it's kind of newsy. It's entertainment stuff too.
Yeah.
But
I do love that show.
it's not bad. I don't even know what channel it's on.
I think it comes on...
NBC. It's on NBC, I think. I was watching it before the Olympics last night.
God, what is it on?
It's got a 3.2 out of 10 on IMDb. It's
Are
not
you kidding me?
It's not a bad news show. If you're looking for something objective,
Yeah.
Inside Edition ain't horrible. But I was watching it, and they asked the LA sheriff if he could enforce that, and he said he's not going to be.
Oh, really?
He's not. He's like, they got people that can handle that. I'm handling security.
Let me play the Inside Edition opening.
Yep. That's right up there. It's not quite at the level of the 60 minutes.
Yeah. God, Inside Edition. I need to watch
It's
that more.
not bad. But last night they. Did you see where Gavin Newsom and Eric Garcetti, the Los Angeles mayor, were at the game last week? Because the LA Rams played at the stadium they're going to have in the Super Bowl.
Mm.
They're enforcing a mask mandate, and
Yeah.
they were at the game without a mask. They were taking pictures with Magic Johnson, maskless.
Dang.
I want to play the clip of Eric Garcetti saying he was not at risk of getting COVID. I got it right here.
Oh, okay.
I got it right here. I bookmarked it on Twitter. It's one of the funniest things I've heard during this pandemic.
Yeah.
Where's the better video?
Gavin Newsom and LA Mayor Eric Garcetti were spotted
Here, watch
maskless. A move Garcetti is defending.
That's the mayor.
I'm used to criticism as a public figure. I've been wearing a mask the entire game long. People want a picture, I hold my breath. Zero risk. Probably won't do it anymore because it's a distraction.
Both got
We've
He
lost
says,
it.
When he takes his mask off for photographs,
He holds his breath.
he holds his breath, and there's no way COVID can enter his body.
Bullshit. It's already proven that masks don't really work because it's an airborne virus.
And what's weird is they're offering fans, when they walk in, those N95 masks, which
Yeah.
are proven to be the best one
Right.
to wear. That's my thing about the mask thing this whole time. We've known N95 masks are the best masks to wear. Why haven't we got those during this entire time with mask mandates?
We get the basic nurse mask or cloth ones.
Yes.
Right? And on the label of the box, it says,
Does not prevent
does not
COVID-19.
prevent COVID-19.
It literally says that on the box.
And
We've seen the box.
that's
what
that's the only masks that are like, available in places.
Yes. But Eric Garcetti, Los Angeles mayor, says when he takes it off, which is a rare occurrence, he takes his mask off.
Yeah.
Because he's got it stapled to his fucking face. He holds his breath, and COVID cannot enter his body. These are elected officials.
Just think. You take the mask off, and then it's in the air, and then you just scoop it back into your mask, and then it's in your system.
Here, I got another one. Let's see what he says in this one.
Infection from that. I wore my mask the entire game.
Well, not true.
And when people ask for a photograph, I hold my breath and I put it here, and people could see that. There's a 0% chance of infection from that.
Well, then why is he not wearing it right now?
Here we go. Let's get into it. He just said there's a 0% chance of infection. That's quite simply
That's
not true.
Bold statement there.
All right, we're talking a lot about misinformation right now with COVID.
Yeah. Joe Rogan.
Especially with Joe Rogan as the poster boy now.
Yeah.
That is quite obviously misinformation.
Oh yeah.
So,
what's your thing on Rogan? And I saw an article. I didn't read it. The White House is trying to
the
take
White
down.
House.
What does that even mean?
Okay, come on. It was taken. A lot of that was taken. They did not mention him. Like they didn't single him out.
Right.
It wasn't just like, hey,
Okay.
Joe Rogan needs to be
Some
censored. That's
more
not what they
misinformation.
said. That's
Okay.
not what they said. Some of the headlines are, clickbaity.
Yeah.
The White House wants to censor Joe Rogan. That's like a
That's something that
headline you'd see.
you don't read, and I didn't read it.
See, no.
Sounds
That's
ridiculous.
not what happened. Because Rogan came out and said Spotify were going to put disclaimers at the beginning of his episodes if they talk about COVID, which is every Rogan episode. I
Yeah.
wish you would shut up.
Yeah.
Sometimes listening to it.
I agree. And I love Rogan, and I listen to his episodes.
Yeah.
And
I do too.
He obviously says the same thing over and over again.
and over to every guest.
And also, but they bring it up. I'm just like, do you not listen to him? Do you not listen to his episodes? He's going to say the same shit
every time.
But where he came out and he gave that response on Instagram or whatever, I think
it was on Spotify.
Yeah, you couldn't. Yeah. He put it on Spotify.
That's where I saw it.
I don't think he could have said it any better.
Well, and he's also right when he says when he gets things wrong, he gets corrected. Because I watched an episode 2 weeks ago where this Australian man put him in a fucking blender. Because he was saying that the vaccine causes more myocarditis than actual COVID infection, and that guy was like, "Dude, you're not correct." And Jamie got him. Jamie got him. But Joe did admit that he was wrong.
Yeah.
That happens on Rogan.
Yeah.
That does happen on Rogan. He gets shit wrong. He's a dick joke teller.
Yeah.
Literally, he's a comedian.
But then you have full circle people who really shouldn't be, in the public eye trying to cancel people just because of conversations.
Yeah. That's kind of ignorant.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joe Rogan spouting out misinformation, but Los Angeles mayor is saying there's 0% infection. There's a 0% chance he would get infected by COVID-19 if he holds his breath when he takes photographs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, buddy, you weren't wearing a mask the entire time, or very rarely,
when he just
there were
said
no.
that.
There were snapshots of him sitting in his seats without it on,
Oh, okay.
and his face should have been blue. With the amount of time he was holding his breath,
Right.
if he's telling the truth, he should have been blue, brother.
His forehead
Yes,
should have
he
been
should have exploded. He should have
fucking
looked like an
blueberry.
Avatar character.
Yeah.
He should have been blue. Rules for thee.
This is how counterintuitive this shit is. You're trying to cancel just somebody giving their opinion.
It's not
conversation.
even cancel, it's censor, really.
Yeah,
it's
censoring.
Not cancel.
And
He is uncancelable.
yeah, you're trying to censor somebody speaking, and of course, freedom of speech. But then you have, it was last year, "Wet Ass Pussy" was like the most popular song,
Yeah.
and kids are hearing that.
I think more kids should listen to that. That's a good song. And I think they all should watch the music video.
But you understand what I'm trying to get at here?
Well, yeah, I guess.
It's just counterintuitive. Some things are okay when it could be
I'm a
very
guy-
bad.
I'm a guy who thinks everything should be okay.
I agree.
I mean, you got conservatives in Tennessee burning Twilight books.
And,
you got
not
people-
even that. Okay, so a guy at work, I'll tell you after air who it was, but he came up to me and he was like, have you ever read the graphic novel Mouse? And I'm like, no, but I'm aware of what it was, of what it is.
M-A-U-S? Mouse?
Mouse as in mice. I think.
I thought it was M-A-U-S.
It might
I'm
be.
not sure.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I was aware of what it was.
What's it about?
Because I've seen it at Barnes & Noble. But he was telling me about how Tennessee is taking them off the shelves because of how graphic and too controversial
Right.
for kids.
Yeah.
It's about, I think it's an interpretation of the Holocaust, but with mice.
Okay.
And I've never read it, but he was telling me how crazy that is. And I'm like, yeah, I agree, because it's a representation of something that actually happened, that's real, but in a way where kids can read it and be sad about it without not yet seeing the real shit of the Holocaust. And Tennessee...
There's a lot of that going on in Tennessee.
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
surprisingly.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, is taking them off the shelves. And I think that's so stupid.
Oh, yeah.
That's another thing. You could take that stuff off of a representation of the worst thing that's probably ever happened in this entire world.
There's been a couple other.
Yeah. And you support Wet Ass Pussy.
Wet ass pussy is important. WAP is important.
WAP.
But and you're seeing like my older brother bought my nephew 1984 by Orwell.
Yeah.
Because he's afraid it'll be
That's
censored.
actually on my list to fucking listen to.
He is afraid it's going to be taken off shelves because what is it about?
It's a post-apocalyptic setting.
Isn't it about authoritarianism?
It's something that's
I know that
really
sounds
relevant
horrible.
currently.
Authoritarianism. I got that wrong. It's late at night, people. Don't forget, we don't do these well at night.
It's a dystopian social
Dystopian.
science, fiction novel and cautionary tale. What is it about?
Is it about book burning? Why that shouldn't be a thing? Or is that Fahrenheit?
I'm trying.
Something.
The story takes place
very well
in an
prepared.
imagined future, the year 1984, when much of the world has fallen victim to perpetual war. I don't know that word. Propaganda. Great Britain, known as Airstrip 1, has become a province of the totalitarian superstate. Okay, this made up stuff.
But there's like a narrative they're trying to push here.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to give it, because I want to read it.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. When I said the other night,
Civilizations
people
have
around
been
here
ravaged by world war, civil conflict, and revolution. So,
see, I keep hearing, the liberals want to burn the books.
yeah.
And then you got these Bible Belt conservatives in Tennessee burning Harry Potter books. Stop burning the fucking books. I don't care.
If you don't know, Christmas is in Harry Potter. They celebrate Christmas in Harry Potter.
I remember a coworker telling me that his parents wouldn't let him read Harry Potter when he was a kid, and they were really religious. I was like, that sounds insane to me.
My grandma, she was always like, I can't stand Harry Potter. I'm like, but they celebrate Christmas, Mama. They say Happy Christmas instead of Merry Christmas.
If only Mama knew the story of Christmas and its origins. If only a lot of people knew the origins of Christmas.
Right. If anything, it's kind of biblical in a way, some themes of the story. But, yeah. The chosen one, Voldemort's obviously like a Lucifer figure.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Counterintuitive.
That's what I'm telling you. It's getting weird. Especially, when I thought it was getting weird when, our governor was saying we're going to listen to the parents. And the parents in Tennessee are burning the books.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting...
Want to shoot up schools, too.
Yeah, we saw that. The lady threatened to shoot up a school. We're listening to parents. And then I saw the other day, I can't remember if it was... I actually did not see that the other day. I saw it today. I sent it... I can't remember if this was... Yeah, Iowa. Conservative lawmakers in Iowa introduced a bill this week that would require cameras to be installed in nearly every K-12 school classroom across the state, allowing parents to see live streams. Do you need to see your kids go to school?
What if there's like a... Because I think you mentioned it. What if
there's going to be a perv watching the live stream?
Parent that's like, God, I like that kid.
K through 12. Opens it up for all ages almost.
And high
That's how
schoolers,
concerned
too.
they are with our education system, and that's also another reason why our education system needs to be improved. But putting a camera in a classroom, we're getting weird with the classrooms. Remember we were wanting guns in the classroom?
Oh my God, yeah.
Remember that?
Jesus Christ. It's like there has to be something included in everything now.
Yeah. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're going to have teachers with AR-15s.
Yeah.
And there's a camera.
And a Sony Handycam.
And a parent working from home is
Live
going to watch
stream.
their kid go to school. They're going to watch their kid go to school. Why don't you just homeschool them if you got to watch them go to school?
Right.
Why don't you just homeschool them?
You got parents in one house watching their kids, and then you have the neighbor that's doing this.
Because he's got a VPN and he hacked the system and he's got a camera of all your kids. It's getting weird with the parents here. I'm not knocking parents. I'm just saying the fringe parents.
Yeah.
They're going to take control of this like all fringe groups do.
Yeah.
We're listening to parents, especially in the state of Virginia.
Yeah.
The Bible will be back. Very sad.
Here's the thing, which this has been said before. If you're going to put religion back into schools, put all of them in.
Exactly.
And
a world religions class I have no problem with. I have a problem with people saying...
Only one.
I remember when you all listening to this have probably had a relative say, it's went downhill since they've taken God out of school.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't need to be in school.
Yeah.
You know what school he can be in? Sunday school.
Yeah.
You want to learn about Sky Daddy?
Take me to church.
Go Hosier and go to church.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
If you want to teach religion in the classroom, take a world religions class when you go to community college.
That is really sad to think, like, when we were kids, you just walk in the hallway, and it was just the 10 Commandments, and then you would have...
See, I don't have as much problem with that as I would them directly teaching Christianity to kids.
Yeah. But just to think of a kid that's not religious or has a family with a different religion, and they just walk by and see that, and it's like, well, where's mine?
Yeah. Doesn't really belong in schools. I don't care.
Yeah.
We'll argue with that all day, and if anybody wants to argue with me about abortion and, and religion and abortion, I'm available.
Yeah.
But I think that's all we got today.
Yep.
getting late.
Yeah, it is getting late, isn't it?
I go to bed at 9.
I'll probably go to bed at 9. I'm heading to Charlotte. Because I got nothing else to do.
If you liked this Ramble Fest and history lesson...
Oh, yeah, what's the advice?
There isn't any advice. If there's advice for the people in Tennessee, how about you stop burning the Twilight books? They're good books.
Yeah, don't make this a Twilight Zone episode.
Right. Where we look back and like, oh, this is why our kids are like this.
That Twilight Zone episode. Why can't we have books, sir? I just remember the guy. He's like, books. If you guys haven't seen that episode, just go to YouTube and watch the guy talk about books. It's so annoying. I remember watching it in high school.
Right.
But, yeah, anyway. God. Like and subscribe on YouTube. 5-star the show. Apple, Spotify.
Either or.
Yeah. It'll help the show out. And new things are coming. Don't know when, but this will be out next week. And thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
And we're out.